If you haven't seen my first video, I feel like you should go back and watch that, because in this video, I'm gonna dive a little bit deeper into that quote that Stephen Cole told me, which changed my life. And I'm gonna dive a little bit deeper into female nature. Now, the quote was, "Your success is equivalent to a woman's beauty in her prime." Glass, say that one more time for him. Your success is equivalent to a woman's beauty in her prime. And again, in other words, this means there's levels to this game. And if there was one piece of advice that I could give you guys man to man, it's stay in your lane, stay on your level until you're truly ready to level up. And here's why. The truth is, females act differently for dudes at different levels. Guys, say it one more time. Females act differently for dudes at different levels. You see, females will text one dude, "Hey, I'm sleepy, good night." And then they'll turn around 2 minutes later and text another dude, "Hey, I can't sleep." That's how they are. That's female nature. But it's all because they act differently for guys at different levels. So that's what I'm gonna be diving into with a story for y'all right now. You see, guys, I've been blessed enough to be able to see both sides of the spectrum here, see both ends of the fence. I've been a regular dude. I'm a regular dude right now. And I happen to have been a high value man at one point in my life. So I've been able to see how differently women act at different levels. So here's a story that can really reference that. So here's my baby picture, right? This is Glass. As you can see, I'm no baby Denzel, right? I ain't handsome. Anyway, my childhood, my favorite activity was learning. Like while my friends were out playing or at the other friend's house, I was in my house studying math books that my mom had bought me. Needless to say, this didn't make me very popular with women at school. As a matter of fact, when I would have to ride home on the bus, all the girls would be sitting with the popular dudes and I had to sit on a bus seat by myself. Yeah, I was a little ugly, so I don't blame them, but I had to ride the bus home alone because I was ugly, right? I was at a low level. Yeah, let's just talk about it. School was rough for me and I was no trophy husband. You guys saw that with the baby picture. Anyway, that trend really continued all the way up through high school for me until my junior year. That's when something happened. That's when something changed for me, right? That's when something changed. It's when I got good at football, right? See, as you can see, my looks, they weren't too different between my junior and my senior year. But what was different was that the caliber of women I was getting, the quantity of women I was getting, the quality of women I was getting was different. Now, why is that? Why is that? What changed, Glass? What changed, Glass? My status changed. That's what changed. And I'm gonna give you guys another lesson. What women say and what women do are completely different things. I'm gonna say that one more time for him, Glass. Say it one more time. What women say and what women do are completely different things. Here's what I mean. You talk to a girl, they tell you that, no, I don't date athletes. They're tools, they're douchebags. I would never date an athlete. That's what they saying. But what they do is they bang all the athletes. You know why I know? Because I was an athlete. And I used to bang some of those girls that said they would never bang athletes, right? It's crazy out here in the world. Anyway, from my junior to senior year, this was the time where women that had never given me attention before were now begging for my attention. This was my first taste in my life of the level switch, of the changing of the levels, right? So anyway, I finally get this girl who I had previously been at too low of a level to have, like wouldn't pay me the time of day. But now that I'm cold, she wants to date your boy. So anyway, I make the mistake of wifing her and falling in love because this was the woman of my high school dreams, and I had her. So I wifed her. I fell in love. Let me tell you now, that was a mistake. That was a big mistake. Anyway, so during our dating stint, I had a lot of offers to go play D1 football. I had offers in Texas, Mizzou. I had offers from Arizona, and that's where I really wanted to go. However, I let this girl, this woman, I let her convince me to stay in Texas because that's where she had opportunities to go to school. I let her convince me to stay. So I said, no, Arizona, I'm good. And I decided to go to Baylor. So that's how I ended up playing football at Baylor. I chose what college I was gonna go to based off of a woman's wants. Yeah, that's right, I did it. I'm admitting it to you. Simping at its highest levels, but that's what I'm trying to tell y'all. That's why I'm here giving this story so y'all can learn from my experience. Yes, I chose the school I was gonna go to based off of what a woman wanted. Hint, hint. Never do this, ever. Now guys, come closer because this was a crucial mistake that I had made. See, what happened was I had become the big man on campus. And the mistake that I had made was thinking that I was the only big man. I didn't know that I was just the big man on my campus. So what I also didn't know was that at every level, there's another devil. Every level, there's another devil. What I didn't realize was that there's always another campus. And on that campus, there's gonna be another big man. And that big man on that campus just so happened to eclipse my big man status. He was a bigger man, at least in perceived value. Yeah, it's getting juicy. So anyway, I go off to school, I start training, right? She goes off to her school. I kid you guys not, within the first week, this girl is already disappearing for days on end. I'm calling her, I'm texting her. Hey boo, like, are you doing okay? Like, I just wanted to call you and say goodnight and say I love you. I'm so glad I stayed in Texas so that we could be closer to each other. I can't wait to make the 4-hour drive to see you next weekend. Leaving voicemails. All right, sweetie, good night. That was me. Whining, begging, crying. Yeah, that was me. And even though I'd send those texts for days on end, I'd send voicemails, she wouldn't respond. She was gone. She was disappearing. Yeah, that's life. And then after that, a few days later, she'd hit me up, be like, hey boo, how you doing? Like nothing had ever happened. Like she had not just been gone. That's what it is. That's female nature. Hey boo, how you doing? Yeah. Like nothing had ever happened. Now I'm not gonna get into the full detail of the story on this video, but just know that even though I had been the big man, the guy with the scholarship, right? I had been that guy. I had gotten my dream girl. I had wifed her. Within 1 week, within 7 days, 7 days, 7 24-hour periods, 7 sleeps, she was already getting those cheeks clapped by another dude who was a bigger man on a different campus. You see, it's levels to this. It's levels to this shit. So I'll say it again. Your success is equivalent to a woman's beauty in her prime. And she just happened to be in her prime. Because I told y'all guys in the last video, a woman's prime is like that 18 through 25 range. They're young, they're vibrant. The older guys want them. That's their prime. I was a new guy. I was a new pup on campus. I went from starting football player to just a red shirt college athlete. Levels, they changed. Status changed. So what happened? My woman changed. She saw different pursuits elsewhere, right? Right? Yeah. So the truth is, when she found a man with more perceived success than me, she dug into it, literally. So like I said in the beginning of the video, guys, I was blessed enough to be able to see both ends of the spectrum. Just a couple years later, I was playing, I was scoring on national TV. I was a Kappa, so, I was in the line, you know what I'm saying, hitting that shimmy. Oh, shoulders loose. Hey. So I got to be the guy with high perceived value, and I got to see how women would act. Let's just say, in my savage days, I could have been the guy that was humping on your chick, right? Even though you was taking her on the dates, even though you was going to the games with her, cheering on the team, she was hitting me up, coming to my house after the game was over. So I got to see both sides. And I'm here to tell you guys, the crucial mistake and lessons that I've learned. Guys, I'll say it one more time. Your success is equivalent to a woman's beauty in her prime, and don't you ever forget it. No matter how good they make you feel, no matter how secure you think you are, just know that if a dude at a different level comes along, your chick might just start acting different. So my advice to you guys is don't be like me. Don't go for the girl that's out of your lane, that's above your level. Don't overstretch yourself to do that just yet. My advice is to stay in your lane. Focus on you. Get ready for your level up. And then when your prime comes, you're gonna know exactly what to do. But anyway, guys, if you found value in this video, you know exactly what to do. Hit the like, hit the sub, hit the bell, join the gang. And y'all know what it is. Your boy Glass is out. Peace.